I'm also content creating as well on TikTok, Facebook. And then also, I have to also check my analytics for the other programs that I'm also involved in, which is Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and Apple. So I also have to keep up with promoting on those platforms as well, and making sure that my stuff gets out. But it definitely does become a little exhausting after a while trying to put yourself out there. And I be trying to tell people, like, it's not easy. It's not easy to put yourself out there. It's not. It's not easy to sit up here and just be like, I'm gonna turn this camera on and make it do what it do, and hopefully people just watch. It's definitely not easy. It's definitely a challenge. It's definitely, you have to have strong skin, because let me tell you something. I get on these platforms and I have been disrespected. I mean disrespected. I mean downright called things that God wouldn't even ever call me, even if I was cutting up one day. So it's just like, I don't know what people's problems is and why people get on these platforms and cut up like that and try to bring somebody down, because what they fail to realize is that you're not going to bring me down. You're not going to deter me from anything that I already know belongs to me. Anything that I'm supposed to have will be. I believe in obedience, and I believe that as long as I stay obedient into the course of the things and the decisions that I choose to make in life, when it comes to certain things that transpire in my life, or with certain things that I want to do creatively, I just strive to keep going. And like, what was it? Like, I was supposed to do a 30-day, 30-day, gratitude journaling. So basically, journaling about what I'm grateful for and what I'm thankful for, and for what I already have in life. And instead of continuing to worry about the things that I don't have, or the things that I desire that may not be a need but a want, but I know that I'll get them as long as I choose to keep on pushing forward. But after sitting up here and thinking about a lot of things over time, I definitely feel like I'm going to continue to do content creating. It's not easy. It's not for the weak. It's definitely, like I always tell people, you have to have strong skin, because disrespect is a huge thing on the internet in general. People naturally just are disrespectful. Not all people, but people have a sense of entitlement to feel that they have the right to try to push somebody down because it doesn't align with what they want to do, or how they live their life, or how they believe things are to be. So when you have people like that, it just causes foolishness. And foolishness causes what? Chaos. But you can't ignore chaos, but you can't sit up here and every time confront it and put energy into trying to fix it or worry about it. Because at the end of the day, people are going to be who they're going to be. And you're going to be who you're going to be. And you're either going to allow them to control and rule how you move, or you're going to do what you do. And that's just where I'm at. I just choose to do what I do. So I'm going to keep content creating. I'm going to keep striving for greatness and excel in all aspects of life, by not allowing myself to deter myself from the best things that I deserve and that should be mine, but psych myself out of them due to the circumstances of worrying about what other people may think. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. And nobody was making me feel like, oh, I don't want to do podcasting no more. And it wasn't that the analytics and the numbers weren't hitting. That's not the issue. It was more so the work ethic. I like to give a strong work ethic in anything that I'm going to do. If I'm going to do something, I want to do it right. I don't want to do it half-assed. And I just felt like the last podcast I did, I loved it. I did it with my friend that I started my original podcast with, No Love Lost, originally, before it became No Love Lost 2.0. So I definitely think what it comes back down to is people will strive for greatness and psych themselves out of it due to circumstances around, or people putting doubt inside them. I'm just not big on doing that. I'm not perfect. I'm imperfect. But I am perfectly broken, in the sense of I have broken things that go on with me, but I have excelled over them because I have done the work. I have done the homework to not let things penetrate my skin that don't deserve to, So ultimately what it comes back down to is, I just want to encourage people to keep striving. If you doing content creating, it is hard. And some people say, oh, that's not a job. It is a job. Because the thing about it is, before you get paid, you got to do a lot of work. You got to do a lot of work. It takes learning. Let me tell you something. I have took classes from Peach McIntyre. I took a class from her before twice. And I have not only took a class from her twice, I have also acknowledged the fact that I needed to put more into my brand financially and then mentally and then spiritually and then the work ethic. Because yes, I have other things going on in life that may be doing well, but I also know that this is something very important to me. This is something that I want to grow in as a person, not just for the finances of it. I love doing entertainment. I love jokes. I love laughing. I love telling people stories. I love communicating about different experiences that I may have had, or having other people come on and talk about their experiences in life and how it may have transformed them to be the way they are now. And I enjoy it, and that's what it ultimately came back down to. It wasn't about doing content creating just for financial gain. That is the bonus to it as well, and of course I do want that. Who wouldn't want that? You want to do something you love and financially gain from it so that it causes ease in life. But I definitely feel like what we have to do is not give up on ourselves. And I'm glad I caught myself. I'm glad I caught myself and I stopped myself from giving up on me, because at the end of the day, it wasn't just the podcast I would have been giving up on, because I know that the podcast plays a strong part in my whole content creating, because not only do I do the podcast, it's linked to all my platforms I'm on, and I promote on all those platforms. So it would take away content that I create, and it's only one episode a week, usually like 25 to 30 minutes, nothing too crazy long. But I really thought about it. I said, wow, that really would help. That would hurt and hinder the journey that I'm on, because I do get a lot of views and on my different platforms. So it helps with my streams. So I'm just like, you know what? I got to keep pushing forward. I did take this week off. It was Memorial Day weekend, and I just didn't get to getting an episode even before that. And I didn't have any in the tank that I was like, you know what? This is an episode that I would stand behind and put out, and is 100% going to be a great episode to be the episode to go out. I didn't feel that way. So